I know scams is an area that you're particularly interested in. So I wonder if you're able to share your sort of views regarding scams in this context.
Absolutely. Thank you, Matt, for the question, and thanks for having me on the panel as well. So, in 2023, over 13 million Australians have fallen prey to scams, and Australians have lost over $20 million in various forms of scams. So, as more and more individuals use the internet for their day-to-day activities, for legitimate activities, it is also the hunting ground for attackers to trick people to give away either most of it is financial based, where they're trying to trick you to give away your financial details or your identity details, which can then again lead to financial loss. So I think this is a very big problem and has been identified by Scam Watch and every other organization that's helping Australians be cyber safe. It's interesting to know that the majority of losses, of financial losses, have come from investment scams, where there are, opportunities to make some money, or so things where people have an opportunity to, earn some money, and they're looking very legitimate, but they're all scams. The second most common one is a romance scam, where a lot of people are on dating platforms because they're lonely or they're looking for partnership, but there are many perpetrators who are there to steal someone's money or identity through the personal information that's revealed on those platforms. And of course, there's other scams like false billing scams. That's another one, because today a lot of people are purchasing things online, and we have so many receipts that come to us via email. In fact, I recently got one as well, telling me that I received your receipt for a recent payment is attached, and it's just a PDF that's attached. And again, this is all you need to do is click on the PDF and it'll download malware onto your computer, which will then steal personal details or passwords. So the most common, I would say, threat vector or the way to attack is still email today. However, there are two other common methods. One is phone call, where the perpetrator will speak to you on the phone and try to get information from you, maybe pressurize you, or build a relationship to build trust with you, and then steal things from you. Alternately, there's also the internet, which is where everybody spends time. So a lot of people are on social media to make friends, conduct day-to-day activities, and perpetrators can either imitate someone that is trusted, maybe like a public figure, or reach out as a social connection, build relationship, and then potentially share links or fish information that can then lead to a scam. So these are very much on the rise. And I think the interesting thing is that some of these scammers have become so proficient at what they do that they become very good at either replicating a well-known individual. It could be via a deep fake, or it could be via very legitimate looking logos and emails. So it's more important today for internet users to be aware of the signs of a scam, so that they can protect themselves, and they can also use the internet for what they want to do without the fear of being taken advantage of. So the Australian government has a lot of resources that one can look up, but the most important thing to do is always to stop. Do not click on links without checking the links. If, for example, if it's supposed to come from, say, a particular organization, then hover over the link to see if it's actually taking you to that organization. Another common approach would be to reflect and think. Sometimes you can get text-based messages, which, for example, comes from your bank saying you've got a message in your online banking app, click here to go and look at it. And I would say don't click on it. If you really need to check that message, go to your online banking system separately, log in, and that message should be there. Otherwise, it was definitely not a legitimate link. So these are some ways. And of course, if you have been scammed, then find a way to quickly report it, and don't fall prey to being embarrassed. Just report it, because these scammers are very, very good at what they do, and it could happen to anyone. So I hope that helps, Matt.